Have you ever wondered why the moon turns a dramatic shade of red during a lunar eclipse? Stick around as we delve into the fascinating science behind this celestial spectacle. A lunar eclipse, as most of us know, is an event that occurs when the Earth moves between the Sun and the Moon, blocking the sunlight that usually illuminates our lunar neighbor. But there's much more to it than that. First, let's talk about the when. Lunar eclipses happen during a full moon, but not every full moon. Why, you ask? Well, the moon's orbit is tilted by about 5 degrees relative to Earth's orbit, meaning the moon often passes just above or below Earth's shadow. It's only when the Sun, Earth, and Moon align just right, a cosmic event known as syzygy, that we get to witness an eclipse. Now, onto the what. There are 3 types of lunar eclipses: total, partial, and penumbral. In a total lunar eclipse, the Earth's shadow completely covers the moon, giving it that captivating reddish hue, often referred to as a blood moon. A partial lunar eclipse occurs when only a part of the moon enters Earth's shadow, while in a penumbral lunar eclipse, the moon passes through the Earth's outer, fainter shadow, often making it harder to observe. But why does the moon turn red during a total lunar eclipse? It's all down to Earth's atmosphere. You see, when sunlight passes through our atmosphere, it scatters, with shorter, bluer wavelengths scattering more than longer, redder ones. This process, known as Rayleigh scattering, is also why our skies appear blue. But during a lunar eclipse, this scattered light refracts or bends around Earth, bathing the moon in a soft red glow. And here's a fun fact. Lunar eclipses have been observed and recorded by many ancient civilizations, including the Babylonians and the Maya, who used them to develop sophisticated calendars and predict future eclipses. Now that we understand what a lunar eclipse is, let's explore how and why it happens. So, why does the moon turn red during a lunar eclipse? The answer lies in the interplay of the Sun, the Earth, and the Moon. Let's start with the positions of these celestial bodies during a lunar eclipse. Imagine a straight line in space. At one end, we have the Sun beaming with light. In the middle, we have the Earth spinning on its axis. And at the other end, we find the Moon, our closest celestial neighbor. During a lunar eclipse, these 3 align perfectly, with the Earth sitting between the Sun and the Moon. Now you might think that the Earth, being in the middle, would block all sunlight from reaching the Moon, causing it to disappear completely from our night sky. But that's where the magic of a lunar eclipse comes in. Instead of disappearing, the Moon turns a captivating shade of red. But why? This is where the Earth's shadow plays a crucial role. The Earth casts 2 types of shadows into space, the umbra and the penumbra. The umbra is the darker, central part of the shadow where all direct sunlight is blocked. The penumbra is the lighter, outer part of the shadow where only a portion of the sunlight is blocked. During a total lunar eclipse, the moon passes through the Earth's umbra, and yet it doesn't go dark. The reason for this is a phenomenon known as Rayleigh scattering, named after the British scientist Lord Rayleigh, who first studied it in detail. This is the same process that gives us blue skies and red sunsets here on Earth. As sunlight passes through the Earth's atmosphere, it collides with the molecules of air. Shorter wavelengths of light like blue and violet are scattered in all directions, while longer wavelengths like red and orange are less scattered and continue on their path. During the day, when the light has to pass through less atmosphere, we see the scattered shorter wavelengths, giving us our blue sky. But during a lunar eclipse, the light from the Sun has to pass through a lot more of the Earth's atmosphere to reach the Moon. This filters out most of the blue and violet light, allowing only the longer wavelengths, the reds and oranges, to reach and illuminate the Moon. The result? Our usually silvery Moon takes on a deep blood red hue, casting an eerie yet awe-inspiring glow across the night sky. This is why a lunar eclipse is often referred to as a blood moon. The reddish hue of the moon during a lunar eclipse is a result of the same process that gives us blue skies and red sunsets here on Earth. Fascinating, isn't it? Now, let's talk about the upcoming lunar eclipse in 2024. In the cosmic calendar, 2024 is a year of great significance for celestial enthusiasts. This year, the universe has scheduled a spectacular lunar eclipse, the likes of which are a rare treat for stargazers. This lunar eclipse is set to occur on the night of November 28th. The Earth will cast its shadow on the moon, transforming it into a mesmerizing coppery orb in the night sky. This celestial spectacle will be visible to observers across North America, Australia, and parts of Asia, while Europe and Africa will have to wait for the next one. The 2024 lunar eclipse is particularly unique as it's a total lunar eclipse, the most dramatic of all lunar eclipses. During a total lunar eclipse, the moon, earth, and sun align perfectly, causing the moon to darken and glow an eerie reddish hue. This striking coloration is the reason why total lunar eclipses are often referred to as blood moons. What makes this lunar eclipse even more remarkable is its duration. The total phase of the eclipse, when the moon is fully engulfed in Earth's shadow, is expected to last for an impressive 1 hour and 42 minutes. This is significantly longer than the average total lunar eclipse, which lasts about an hour. The lunar eclipse of 2024 is not just a celestial spectacle, but also an opportunity for scientists. Astronomers and researchers around the world will be using this event to study the moon's surface and atmosphere in more detail. By observing how sunlight filters through Earth's atmosphere and illuminates the moon during an eclipse, scientists can gather valuable data about both Earth and the moon. So, for those of you with a love for the stars and the mysteries they hold, this is an event you won't want to miss. Whether you're an amateur stargazer or a seasoned astronomer, the lunar eclipse of 2024 offers a rare and beautiful spectacle that promises to captivate and inspire. Mark your calendars. The 2024 lunar eclipse promises to be a breathtaking spectacle. Lunar eclipses have been observed by mankind for thousands of years and have had a profound impact on our history and culture. These celestial events have not only been a source of awe and wonder, but have also shaped the course of civilizations, influencing our understanding of the universe, our myths, and even our artistic expressions. Let's take a journey back in time. In ancient Mesopotamia, lunar eclipses were seen as omens, foretelling the downfall of kings. This belief was so strong that temporary kings would be installed during an eclipse to protect the reigning monarch from any ill fate. On the flip side, the ancient Greeks viewed lunar eclipses as a scientific phenomenon. In fact, it was during an eclipse that the Greek philosopher Thales predicted the motion of the moon, laying the foundation for modern astronomy. Across the globe in ancient China, a lunar eclipse was a dire warning that the celestial dragon was attempting to devour the moon. The Chinese would sound drums and make loud noises to scare the dragon away. Fast forward to the Middle Ages in Europe, lunar eclipses were often associated with witchcraft and were believed to bring about disease and hardship. But it's not all doom and gloom. In many Native American cultures, a lunar eclipse was seen as a time of reconciliation. The Pomo tribe of California, for instance, believed that the moon was wounded during an eclipse, and tribes would come together to heal it with rituals and ceremonies. And let's not forget the realm of art and literature. From Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet to the haunting paintings of Romanticism, lunar eclipses have been a potent symbol of change, transformation, and the mysterious beauty of the universe. In the end, whether feared or revered, interpreted as a sign of the gods or a natural phenomenon, lunar eclipses have always captivated the human imagination. They've spurred scientific discoveries, influenced cultural beliefs, and inspired countless works of art. Whether feared or revered, lunar eclipses have always captivated the human imagination. Now, let's summarize what we've learned today. We've peeled back the curtain on the fascinating phenomenon known as a lunar eclipse, a celestial event where Earth casts its shadow on the moon. We've delved into the science behind it, exploring the interplay of Earth, Sun, and Moon that results in this breathtaking spectacle. We've also pored over the specifics of the 2024 lunar eclipse, giving you a front row seat to the details of this upcoming event. And we didn't stop there. We also took a journey back in time, exploring the rich tapestry of lunar eclipses in history and culture, and how these events have shaped our understanding of the cosmos. So, next time you see a lunar eclipse, you'll know exactly why the moon is putting on that spectacular show. Until then, keep looking up.